Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The main event of respect. These two men, this is a battle for respect. There's no question about it. The Unequaled one, Todd Sople, the instant star, Matt Taven. This feud began in middle school. These two men have known each other since they were 14 years old. It's this simple, folks. It ends tonight. It started in No Limit Pro Wrestling. It's been over 2 years. These men have been clawing, kicking, and scratching at each other. They fought in Loser Leaves Town matches. They fought in street fights, tag team matches, singles matches. This is the ultimate. This is the ultimate battle for respect.
And it takes place inside of an ominous structure. A structure that dates back in professional wrestling to 1964, when two men hated each other. They were put by the promoters inside of a steel cage. When there was never a clear winner throughout all the other matches, the promoters of the NWA would put them inside of a steel cage. And tonight, in Peabody, Massachusetts, it happens to that man right there, the Unequaled one, Todd Sople. The ominous structure stands just behind him, and he knows it. He knows it.
Todd Sople making his way to the ring. There has to be some apprehension in him. There has to be a little bit of hesitation on his part. Matt Taven made this challenge. He realized that this feud had to end after Sople cost him an NLP New England Championship. Now, this feud ends tonight.
You know, Todd Sople has come so far. He was mocked by his peers. You know, he was that guy that nobody wanted to be around. And he said, you know what, I don't want to be that guy anymore. And he got himself in the gym. He trained harder than everyone. He worked out harder than everyone. He watched more than anyone. He listened harder than anyone. And now he steps into that ring. And I have just been informed, these two men don't even know it yet. The winner of this match right here, not only will they have respect, but they will also receive an NWA North American title shot, the second highest title in all of the NWA, dating back to men like Tully Blanchard, Magnum TA, those guys. The winner of this match gets a shot at that title.
Barry Windham, Jeff Jarrett, just among the many former champions who have held that title, and now the stakes have most certainly been raised for this already huge cage match. Arguably the biggest, actually, you know what, throw that out the window. The biggest match in NWA Liberty States history. It happens right now.
Can these two men rise to a level that I don't think either one of these guys have ever wrestled in a steel cage before, as there is the instant star, Matt Taven.
Look at him, one of the most well put together people you will ever see in your life. A relative newcomer to the professional wrestling business. He's only been wrestling for about 2.5 years. As you see him playing to the crowd right here, the crowd certainly seems to love him. There's no question about it. He's riding a wave of momentum I have never seen before. He's wrestled all over New England. He's become the fastest rising star I think I've ever seen in New England independent wrestling.
You know, everything this kid everything he touches turns to gold. Matt Taven, he's had it all, and I think Sople is just a little bit bitter by that. You know, because Sople does have to work harder. You know, everything has to happen harder for Todd Sople. And I think he's a little bit bitter by that, and he wants to shut Matt Taven up in this match once and for all, and go on to say, you know what, I'm better, because I beat you in a cage.
Well, there's no question about it. I think Sople is, no question about it, a little bit jealous. He said it before. Taven was always the good-looking kid in high school. Taven always got all the girls. Sople was always the shy kid. Sople was always not the social butterfly, so to speak. And now he has a chance to settle it inside of a steel cage, to take all that aggression, that over 10 years of aggression, and put it right here in this match.
It's 15 feet from the top of the cage to the floor. 15 feet. So let's say these two guys try to make the ultimate sacrifice and try to escape the cage. If they fall, they're falling 15 feet.
There's no question about it. We have a stare down. Taven pushes Sople, and Sople goes right for the door.
Good move by Sople. You win the match. Hey, you win. You don't have to win pretty. You just have to win.
Sople kicks him off. He's going for the door again.
Go. And remember, if you do try to escape the cage, both feet must touch the floor. It's a huge thing. You've got to remember that before watching this match.
And now Taven has Sople right where he wants him. Taven appealing to the crowd right here. Sople is helpless.
And there's nowhere for him to go. Right in the breadbasket there by Matt Taven. There's nowhere for him to go. You can't run away. If you're getting beat up and you need to regroup, well, too bad.
Oh, Sople, uppercut right to the throat area. And now he's going to look to throw him right into that cage. Taven blocks it.
Look at that, it almost started early.
And now Taven looking to throw Sople in that cage, but Sople blocks.
And he blocks it again. This cage is not only meant to keep the men in, but it's used as a weapon. The cage is legal. This match not sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. They feel it's too violent.
Both men at a stalemate right here.
This.
And now Sople climbing.
Good for Todd Sople.
Oh, but Taven has that a little well scouted. He's grabbing Sople's singlet, and Sople realizes it right about now.
He just wants to get out. Sople wants to win this match.
Oh, what a thumb to the eye by Sople.
That'll stop anyone. And listen to the crowd booing Todd Sople.
Hey, anything goes right here. All bets are off. This is a steel cage match. It's all on the line right here, and Todd Sople knows it. He'll do anything to win. And Taven can't even see. Sople almost taunting him a little bit.
Good. Sople should be all over him at this point. A big right hand by Todd Sople. Taven's hurt.
Another quick jab there by Sople. Oh, Taven. Shot to the stomach. And now Sople, a big forearm.
All right, now
Taven with a shot, and now Sople another shot. Trading shots right here.
What a headbutt.
Sople with a headbutt. Flips Taven off the ropes. For a head scissor right here.
Whoop.
Side Russian leg sweep by Taven.
And Matt Taven here up to a vertical base and a huge drop kick right to the face.
He hits him with another one. Taven, leg lariat, beautifully executed.
Matt Taven has been training extra hard for this match, as has Todd Sople. Both of these guys know each other so well. They've wrestled each other so many times. Something's gotta give.
Now Sople is reeling right here. Taven with a distinct advantage. Looks like he's going to throw him into the cage, but he's appealing to the crowd. This might be a mistake here by Matt Taven.
It could be. He's wasting way too much time giving Todd a chance to regroup.
Oh, right into the cage goes Sople.
I told you, it's a weapon. The cage is a weapon. And you just saw it right there firsthand, as did these fans here in Peabody, Massachusetts.
I think that shook Sople right down to his core. He was not expecting that.
And again.
Oh!
And he hit the bar. Did you see his head hit that bar? Oh, this is not good.
Look at the pain on Sople's face. I don't even think he knows where he is.
The skin can come open at this point. Blood starts pouring out your head. I mean, you've got to be extremely careful in a match like this.
Sople slowly getting up right here. He's trying to get his wits about him.
And Taven's measuring him. Taven is just measuring him.
Oh, shot to the face of Sople.
This.
Oh, sends him into the cage again.
He is just being battered, pillar to post, here inside of a 15-foot high steel cage. He's never been in this environment. We can see that right now. He's never been in a cage. And, oh, he's never going to forget his first time.
There's no doubt about that. You can tell Matt Taven enjoying this, to say the least. Oh, good grief. Methodical by Matt Taven. Sople can barely stand. He has no wits about him whatsoever.
No, he's hurt.
Oh, Taven measures him. Oh, wow. You could hear that kick all the way to stone him.
It echoed inside of a full room. How do you do that? How do you even do that? Matt Taven in complete control of this match.
Oh,
and a big
kick right to the chest. And now measuring Sople again. Sople is out on his feet.
He's just taking his time.
Oh my God!
He took way too much time there, and Matt Taven's back, hitting that steel cage. Oh, Taven's hurt. Taven is just about as hurt as Todd Sople. These guys are back to square one, but they're just really hurt.
So a complete desperation move right there, throwing Matt Taven right into that unforgiving steel cage.
Did you see the cage move?
Oh my God. I don't know how Matt Taven's getting up right now.
Goodness, they're competitors, they're warriors, and they hate each other.
Sople trying to catch his bearings right here after being thrown in that cage 4 times.
Look at him, he's regrouping.
Oh! Squishing Matt Taven in between the cage and his body. That's a 225-pound, 230-pound man, and most of it's solid muscle now that Sople has lost over 65 pounds.
Unbelievable. Todd Sople. I would have never thought 3 minutes ago that Todd Sople would have been in control, but that's what one mistake can do. Sople caught him. Sople has been training so hard.
Oh my God.
The back of the head hitting that steel cage, that weapon. It doesn't move. There's no give in the cage. It doesn't move. It's just there, and it doesn't feel bad when you hit it either.
Sople looking for that again, and
And look at the way Taven's landing. His head, the back of his neck, just coming down on that mat. And Todd Sople knows it. Sople knows what part is hitting where on Taven's body.
You gotta know that Todd Sople is enjoying every single throw into that cage that he's giving Matt Taven, but Matt Taven, oh, and a headbutt by Sople to get back control. I was about to say Matt Taven almost turning the tide. Oh, what a kick to the ribs of Todd Sople. Excuse me, Matt Taven by Todd Sople.
Todd Sople here now in control. Taven, I don't even think he knows where he is. So, oh my goodness. And he's using the cage to his advantage. You know, most guys come into the cage, they look at it as a disadvantage. Not Todd Sople.
And now Sople putting pressure on Matt Taven's face, raking him almost into that cage.
Oh.
That unforgiving steel mesh.
You know, Matt Taven's a pretty guy. He's not going to be so pretty after this match.
There's no doubt about that. Todd Sople wants to disfigure Matt Taven. He wants to hurt Matt Taven.
He wants to make him remember this night.
Butterfly suplex by Sople, beautifully executed to the cover. 1, 2. 2 count only, barely got the shoulder up.
That butterfly suplex was shades of former NWA World Champion Dory Funk Jr. And Sople